John, thanks for joining us for another edition of the CEO's blog. Plenty to talk about this week, but let's start with the passing of Stan Wright.
Yeah, Stan was a former president of the Parkes Harness Racing Club. He achieved life membership and then became a patron of the club. But Stan was a really strong leader of that club. But what was very unique about Stan himself was the fact that he never owned a horse, never owned a standardbred at all, but put a hell of a lot of attention to making that great club successful. So to his family, all our condolences to a man that certainly was a strong contributor to harness racing.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a sad week out in Parkes. John Street North also passed away.
Yeah, it's John Street North. He was a former, New South Wales Sire of the Year, but he sided quite a few winners, a real few winners actually, a lot of winners. So yes, another one from the stallion ranks leaving us also. But I am advised that we will be getting a couple of new stallions coming in from North America next year, and that's all part of what we believe is our support behind stallions to stand here in New South Wales. So we'll just keep that page open at the moment.
Okay, can you elaborate any more? Where are these stallions standing?
No, I can't at all,
you can't?
Amanda,
okay.
But good try.
Okay, all right, and no names on these horses either?
No names, no.
Okay.
No names, no pectoral.
All right, watch this space. All right, let's talk about the Inter-Dominion in Perth. It wrapped up for 2017. Lazarus, strong winner?
Oh, strong, too strong. A champion horse. We certainly saw him in the New Zealand Cup, and then he repeated that effort in the final of the Inter-Dominion. He'll stay in Western Australia to take on their couple of big races over there before coming to the Eastern Seaboard, where the Miracle Mile is his number one objective.
Okay, and on the topic of Inter-Dominion, let's talk about the future. Next year it's in Victoria. Yeah,
Victoria. The partnership of Harness Racing Victoria, Harness Racing New South Wales, and that principal club here in New South Wales and Harness Racing New South Wales, we're working together to provide what we believe is a traditional Inter-Dominion. What can be confirmed is that there will be 3 rounds of heats in the first 3 years at least of this championship, and the partnership hold it for 9 years. So we're doing everything we can to restore the traditional aspects of the Inter-Dominion. It stands alone as the flagship race for Australasia. Of course, the Miracle Mile is the standard bearer for New South Wales, as is the Hunter Cup for Victoria, and the New Zealand Cup and Auckland Cup for New Zealand. But the Inter-Dominion will stand alone.
Okay, well, because there was rumours it might go back to 2 heats.
Well, there was, and that certainly was in the minds of all the partners in this, but we look at it and it together, and we make decisions where we think it is best placed. What must be remembered by the fraternity is that there was a real chance that the Inter-Dominion may have faded away, but through the work of HRV and Harness Racing New Zealand and what we've done here in New South Wales, the Inter-Dominion has a strong future for the next 9 years as a minimum.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear. All right, let's talk about, while we're talking about racing series, let's talk about the Leeton Breeders' Plate. Nominations have been extended.
Yeah, they fell a little bit short at the first close, but I've been speaking to Joanne Punch, and they've certainly picked up in the last week. They will now close on the 22nd of December, which is probably the right time to close, because the race has been moved back to Australia Day, where it will certainly be as big an event, if not as big an event as what it's ever been before in the last few years. Anyway, the nominations have always been a little bit light on, we've seen. But anyway, the Breeders' Plate, it's there. Leeton will be holding it, and it'll be a great race.
Yeah. Most definitely. It's worth a lot of money as well. Sticking in the Riverina, Pat Lodge has retired.
Yeah, Patty Lodge. Now we're guessing, but she's not that old, so we're saying that she's probably been with us for more than half a life in the administration of racing. So Pat Lodge, a really loyal servant to the industry, a wonderful woman, a great lady to deal with, and she's retired. So, and good luck to her. She should be made a patron of every club in the Riverina because of the work she's done, but I'll leave that up to those particular clubs. But what is great to know is that Chris Judd, a younger much younger person, a trainer, a driver, a guy that came up through our mini trots ranks, will be the new secretary of the Southwestern Riverina. So we wish him all the best, but he should always remember he could call Pat, and Pat will know the answer.
Okay, and let's talk about, we're very fortunate here in New South Wales. We have some very talented drivers, and two of our most talented drivers, Todd McCarthy and Chris Geary, are heading up to Queensland to take part in the Australasian Young Drivers Championship.
Well, I'll boast early, we have the best young drivers in Australasia here in New South Wales. Toddy, of course, is the defending champion, so he represents in that capacity, but Chris is our New South Wales representative, and they'll do very well. Redcliffe, it kicks off tonight, and they'll have a wonderful carnival up there in Queensland, and we wish them all the best as our flag bearers.
Okay, and anything else for this edition?
Not really, Amanda. As we move towards Christmas, I'm sure we'll have a lot more in the Santa sack probably next week, so we'll look forward to that, won't we?
Oh, we will.
Thank you.